What's going on, Wacky Katt? WWE 2K23, it's on its way. The countdown begins now. And every day, it seems like we're getting new information about the roster, new information about superstars, new information about game modes. And it keeps getting exciting by the day. Now, we have the full roster of WWE 2K23. Obviously, minus the DLC. And I have to say, it's a huge roster. As you look at this, it's absolutely unbelievable. You see a lot of the DLC from last year incorporated with this default, if you will, roster. And it's looking like a big roster. You see a good number of legends in here. Booker T, Farouk, JBL, Stone Cold, obviously. We got the Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and regular Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant, a mainstay in the Legends department. And it's looking really good. We have old wrestlers, new wrestlers, and it's looking great. Now, before I start to nitpick, though, I will have to say 2K has done what they needed to do. They've done their job. They have put majority of the new superstars in this game, as far as NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. Most of the superstars are in this, in this roster reveal here. And if you see that now we have a clear description of what's in the Ruthless Aggression Pack. We have the old Brock Lesnar, the old version of Randy Orton, the prototype, which is John Cena from back in the day, and Leviathan, which is Batista from back in the day when they was OVW. So now we see a crystal clear thing with that. But so for the most part, a excellent, solid default roster. So which Batista are we getting? I want the 05 Batista, the 06, 2009 Batista, when he was on top, when he had hair. I want that Batista. And you can see that they do have old versions of superstars, like you see the old version of Brock Lesnar. So certain superstars I personally believe that if you're going to put a older version of a superstar, a legend, if you will, that's still in the promotion today, you should have their standard version and have their version when they was in their prime. Before we continue the video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and click that notification bell. Let's get to the road of 2,000 subscribers. Let's go. I'm really glad. I'm not griping too much because I'm really glad that Kurt Angle's back in 2K games, because he wasn't in 2K22. But, they got the bald-headed Kurt Angle. I like the bald-headed Kurt Angle and the Kurt Angle with hair. Now, 2K19, if I'm not mistaken, had both versions of Kurt Angle. The one when he was bald-headed and the one when he had hair on his head. See what I'm saying? Like, there's two different fan favorites of certain superstars that if they need both. Another perfect example is Cactus Jack. We see great Mick Foley is in WWE 2K23. Now, I don't know if the DLC, and I'm going to get to that, my prediction about this DLC. But we see that Cactus Jack is also in the roster of 2K23. Now, my personal favorite version of Mick Foley is Mankind. So that's another thing. They should have, could they have put Mick Foley, a version of Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack, and even Dude Love? Because, well, maybe not Dude Love too much, but those the three, well, at least the two versions of Mick Foley that we like, Mankind and Cactus Jack. Another big version, Kane. Everyone loves Kane in 1998. The Kane in 1998, 1999, 2000, the big red machine that didn't talk. He didn't feel pain. He get right back up. That's the fan favorite of Kane. What version of Kane is this in this game? I mean, I'm speculating here, but it's most likely going to be the Kane before the current Kane that kind of was doing a little jobbing here and there. I like both Kanes. I'm still a fan of that Kane, but we should get two versions: the current Kane, but now Kane's retired now, but the Kane before he went retirement and the old Kane of 1998. Those are the two fan favorites, and they used to do that. I forgot which 2K game they did do that, but they had a ton of wrestlers, a ton of popular wrestlers with different years of it, different generations. And like I said, let me get to DLC though. There are so many superstars in this roster, the default roster starting out. It really makes me curious of what additional superstars are going to be in the DLC. And I'm hoping and I'm predicting that we can possibly get, and I made this prediction last year about the DLC for 2K23, is that we could possibly get, cross our fingers, it'd be kind of cool, a generation DLC where you have the same superstars that's currently on the roster, but you have their their different generations. Like, okay, a DLC with Triple H from 03, a Triple H from 02, a Triple H from 2010, Triple H with long hair, and that'd be a DLC pack with another superstar. And you see like a yearly, like different versions of the same superstar, because there's so many superstars in this game that had different versions, that had different gimmicks. Because you got to think about it. Bray Wyatt, he had different gimmicks. He had, he had the regular Bray Wyatt, the Fiend. I mean, there's so many legends that's already in the main roster. Like, what else? How many more people can they have? That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm hoping. Have different versions of current wrestlers. They have the Booker T when he was with the Harlem Heat. All these different versions of these superstars. It would be awesome. But nevertheless, this roster is solid. Got a lot of the NXT superstars, a lot of the women superstars, a lot of the men superstars, a lot of the tag team. This is overwhelming. If we didn't get any DLC at all, if we just had this was just the standard roster, we all go home happy. And I heard the developer said, I saw in an article that 2K23 will have more superstars than 2K22. And so that's saying a lot there. So you best believe, we're going to be having fun with the NXT superstars and the old superstars. We can be the universe mode. We're going to have a fantasy universe mode, have Hulk Hogan fight the NXT superstars. This is a great, great roster, and the DLC has really got me hyped due to the fact there's so many legends already in the game as far as the regular roster. And Hulkamania is back. The regular Hulk Hogan is back in WWE 2K games. I'm excited about that. Well, anyway, tell me what you think. What you think about the roster. I think it's solid, guys. I personally think it's solid. What about you? Well, anyway, I'm Wacky Katt. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. And I'm out.